Go.
Thanks very much, Richard. Can I just say that opening segment from Breaking Bad, I'm still working my way through my NYPD Blue box set. I've got to. No, most of you don't probably remember that TV series. Although, can I suggest that if you are diagnosed with cancer, cooking crystal meth is not the way to perhaps to respond to it. So to make that clear. And to the two ministers, it's great that they're here. I guess the reason I'm here is for one reason only. It's because of the role I played on the Senate committee. We recently looked at cancer medications, access to cancer drugs, what can be done better. It was a terrific inquiry. It was in the best sense of being bipartisan. It was an inquiry where government, opposition, crossbench senators all cooperated very well together to come up with a unanimous report and basically saying that we can and must do better, that there is more scope for easier access to medication, that the fact that our waiting times here in Australia, particularly for rare cancer drugs, seems to be much greater than in other parts of the world is something that we need to do much better on. That's why this app is so important. It's about empowering consumers. I think it's good for the medical profession as well in a very positive sense. And I'm looking forward to the government's response, and something I'll talk to Ken about in terms of the Community Affairs References Committee's report. I think there's a certain number of days for the government to respond, but it'll be great. I'm sure Ken and I will sit down and talk about it, because I think that there is enormous scope for improvement. We are the clever country, we are smart, and there's no reason why we can't embrace the best practice in the world, but also some of the work that's being done by Australian researchers, which I think are very exciting. And one very brief example before I leave you to it, there's a doctor I've known for many years in Adelaide, Professor Brendan Coventry. What he's doing with chemotherapy is giving lower doses of chemotherapy based on immune response, and overseas journals are now starting to report on the exciting results. You don't have to be bombarded with as much chemo by tailoring it to a person's immune response. Still trying to get NH and MRC funding, although I think Professor Barry Marshall keeps in touch with him and say don't give up. Of course, Professor Marshall is the man who won a Nobel Prize for medicine after being knocked back by the NH and MRC. And I think they've never forgotten it, and I hope it doesn't happen again. So it's great to be part of this. Looking forward to working with the government. Very excited that Ken's in his position, and I'd like to think that out of this report and out of this app, a lot of good things will come forward in terms of better treatment for people with cancer in this country. Thank you.